Hi there, welcome back to subhastarr. Thanks for joining me again. Today I have a really special, fun project. It's another commission piece, which are always my favorite to do. Today I'm going to be making a Mother's Day card. Mother's Day is on May 10th this year, so it's coming up pretty soon since, we're already at the end of April. And while many of us are in quarantine, you're kind of stuck at home, you can't go out and buy a card, and you want something special. On my website I've created lots of custom cards for various special occasions. My website is going to be linked down below in case you want to check it out and commission me to make something special and unique for you. So in case you can't go out and buy a card, I have a solution. You can stay in your own house and make one. It passes the time, it's a fun creative project, and your mom will probably appreciate it even more because it's something that you made yourself. And if you don't feel like doing that at all, you can also commission me to make one for you. So special thanks to James for commissioning this piece. I made some really unique cards back in the day. My favorite one is probably the New York City skyline card, which was awesome. It was someone's 100th, it was their 100th birthday, and back in the day, she used to fly a biplane in New York around the Empire State Building and the Statue of Liberty. So in the card, I recreated the skyline. When you open it, it's a pop-up. Anyways, you can see that on my website. So there's lots of fun stories. I think that the best cards that I've made come from commissions from people because I think that you guys have the most interesting and amazing stories, and it just makes me so inspired to hear a story and to make a piece of art from it. I don't feel like I'm as creative on my own, but I love hearing other people's stories and making stuff. So for James's card, it's going to be a Mother's Day card. He said his mom loves Miami Vice, so like Miami Vice style. I didn't really know what Miami Vice style was, but I looked it up, so it's like very bright colors, retro. I have a little sketch here as always, just to kind of guide me, and we communicated via email. So if you're far away and you'd like me to make something for you, we can chat over email so we can get what you want going. So anyways, for today I'm going to be using my favorite color, the permanent blue light, as part of the design, and then have a pop of pink on the other side. This is acrylic. I'm thinking I'm going to be using acrylic and watercolor just for two different areas. So I'm going to start with my watercolor paper, and if you don't have watercolor paper, it's totally fine to use regular paper. You just maybe can't use paints, but you can use like color pencils or other things like that. I actually have watercolor pencils that I'm going to use because they're really fun, and I think I'm going to make it work for this envelope. I want to make this quick and awesome. Alright, so I think I'm going to start with trimming my paper. Since I have a really large piece of paper and a smaller envelope, I want to make sure that they fit. So I'm going to start with first folding my paper in half so I have a nice crease. And then I have this cool bone burnish, that's what it's called, and it makes a really, really nice crease. Things are awesome. Alright, so that's basically step one for making a card. Take a piece of paper, fold it in half. Since this is unique in a particular size, I have to make it fit into this envelope, so I am going to trim it. So I think I'm just going to tracing the envelope. I'm going to use my handy dandy paper cutter to trim the excess. I'm trimming it a little bit smaller than where I traced it so it fits into the envelope. And then test it out to see if it'll fit. Tight on the top, so I'm going to take a little bit off of the top. Alright, test. Looks like it fits nicely. And we have our basic card. Now what I'll do next is tape off the part of the card so I have a nice diagonal line. It doesn't have to be perfect in the bottom. This is mostly just for the top. I just want that nice clean line right here. So once it was dry, I did another coat. I just wanted it to be nice and vibrant. Once the piece is dry, the amazing ASMR moment of removing the tape. That should get a nice, clean line, which is exactly what I wanted. I left the top a bit transparent. Now to do the other color. I want a nice white line here. So I am going to estimate about how much I want. Press that side down. This time I'm going to use my watercolors. Leaving some of the lines because that makes it look kind of cool. I like the linear look. And I'll probably go over it again with color pencil once it's dry, just to give it extra pop of color. So I'm actually going to plan B and mix some white with some red with my acrylics because I want the color to be a little bit stronger than what the watercolor is doing for me right now. That looks pretty good so far. All right, and then moment of truth again. Nice, cool line. Oh yeah. And next I'm gonna put on the letters for the wording. And I got these from Michael's a long time ago, so you can probably order them online. So it's just gonna be simple, Happy Mother's Day. I'm gonna center it and have it near the top. Usually to help me place the letters, I use a palette knife just because it helps me position it better. When I first put them on, I don't press them down immediately. I just kind of position it first and just lay it into place until I have all the letters figured out. And that honestly looks pretty good. Sometimes I place the first and last letter, that way I know what my spacing should be. And then it's just a bunch of painful adjustments until I get it right. That looks pretty good so far. All right, and that took about an hour. I think I got it nearly as perfect as I possibly can. So I'm going to move on. Part 2 of the design, which is going to be like a flower of some sort. I was thinking originally maybe some palm trees, but when I was emailing with James, he said his mom really likes flowers. I think I'm gonna do like a pretty paper flower. That's the thing too with artwork, you know, you can't always plan everything out. Sometimes you just have to get in there and start trying stuff. I mean, I think that's how life is too. You have to just try and kind of see where it will take you. I'll figure it out along the way. Of course, you have like a bit of a plan, you know, but the key is just getting started, which I'm telling myself all the time and reminding myself to just get started. And then afterwards, the momentum will keep you going. I could probably work on this letter placement for ever. I'm just like such a perfectionist. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. I don't know if you can see that. Press it all down. And I think we're good to go. Alright, so for the flowers, I think I'm going to do kind of a simple design and do kind of these little bedazzle bling pieces, which I think are going to be nice. These guys, I have to glue them on. The adhesive that they came with for some reason, like, really does not work well. Looking pretty cool. Here, let me show you. This is with the bling. Nice. Ooh, oh yeah. And next I'm gonna make the paper flowers, I think, because I need to do that next. So I think it's gonna be a pretty simple design. I'm just gonna cut out some petals. I think if I fold this paper a couple times, I should be able to get more petals that way as opposed to cutting them out one by one. Let's see if that will work. Nah, probably only do 2 at a time. Great, and I have little petals. It's actually really cute. Also probably should have colored this first. So I cut out some little petals. Now I'm just putting them together. I'm going to do just a big glob of glue in the middle, and then just put the petals in around that, so I had a central point. While the front dries, I'm just gonna fix a little bit of the inside. So just adding in some little details on the inside to make it a little more exciting. And then when you open it, you have just a little bit of detail to make it feel a little more personal and exciting. For now, I just need to let all this dry before I can do anything else. So now I'm just going to clear my space a little bit since it's getting kind of messy while everything dries. Alright, so I think it's finally dry enough. I waited a little while. And the last step that I need to do is to color the flower. So I'm going to do that, I think, using some color pencils and maybe go in with a paintbrush. They're watercolor pencils, so that way you can draw with them and then afterwards take them and then run a paintbrush over it and makes the color look all watercolory and beautiful. I think I'm going to do like a light purple, maybe like a lime green, maybe an orange. We'll see how it goes. one more flower right here because it just seems like it kind of needs it. Just so the whole composition looks balanced and nice. This one's gonna be a lot smaller though. So I also want to talk about the importance of mothers while I work on this. It may seem obvious, but maybe it's not to some people. I mean, where would you be without your mom? You know, like your mom is the person that is there for you. She's there to calm you down. She's there to help you. She's there to support you, nurture you, not to mention like carry you around for 9 months, give birth to you. Like moms really deserve a lot, you know, like they need some extra special care. And it's awesome that we have, you know, a Mother's Day to show their appreciation. But I think, you know, you should appreciate and love your mom all the time, not just on Mother's Day, you know, like you really need to show that you love her. You only have one mom. I mean, maybe you have two or a couple, but love your mom or your moms, all of them. They are the few people in this world that will always be there for you and support you and love you. And I mean, you just gotta appreciate the people you care about, you know? You gotta appreciate the people that you care about. They are special, they're your family. And you know, your mom can be such a role model to you and amazing, inspiring person. Moms are important because they have that quality to really care for you and just be there for you when no one else is around. Such good stuff. So I'm so happy we have Mother's Day to celebrate that. Alright, so I'm gonna finish the palm trees with some little highlights. And then I think I'm gonna be done. So I am all done with the card. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. It was a little bit tricky because I wasn't really sure what Miami Vice style is, but I just Googled, you know, just used Google Images and kind of searched for a couple pictures to kind of get some inspiration. Again, special thanks to James for commissioning this card, and thanks so much for allowing me to be creative. I hope your mom likes it, and let me know what she thinks. Also, if you have anything that you would like for me to create, whether it's a Mother's Day card or a card for really any occasion, if you're kind of stuck at home and want some artwork in your life, I'd be happy to do that. Please send me an email at subhastarr@gmail.com. I'll also link my website down below. I have more examples of my work and things that I've done. So thanks so much. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. This took me kind of all day. It's already dark now, but that's fine. I love making artwork. And if you have anything that you would like made for you, whether it's a piece of art, a card, a sculpture of some kind, or anything like that, I love commission pieces and I love creating stuff and hearing your stories. So please send me something. It's keeping me sane. Send me an email or comment down below with an idea you have. And I hope you guys are all staying safe. Please like and subscribe to support my channel. It means a lot. And I think that's all for now. Thanks so much. Bye.